Yo, Encore Pod, we back. I'm here with my guy Cruz.
What's up, bro?
My guy.
We here today with Jersey's finest.
Yes, sir.
Rackboy Cam.
Yes, sir.
Great to have you, my bro. How you feeling?
It's racking, man. I'm feeling marvelous, man.
Beautiful.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you taking the trip. Appreciate
For
you taking
sure,
the trip.
you know.
So for the people that don't know you, right? Who is Rackboy Cam?
Dude from Jersey, man, just making his way, making his grounds. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Doing what he love to do. Making music, you know what I'm saying? Putting on for his fans and just living life and having fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You had an interesting start in this. You started out in party promotion, right?
For sure.
Or party or concert promotion, or a little bit of both?
Party promotion.
Party promotion, yeah. How did you leverage the party promotion into building your career as an artist?
Pretty much, if you look at both situations, it's kind of the same thing.
In what
in the
sense?
sense of the way you break a record, well, the way I push a record is the same way as, well, the way I promote a record is kind of the same way I promote a party.
Okay.
So if I got a party or if I got a single, the way I get it out to people, I put it in their face. So if it's a party, yo, I need you to be here. What you think about this party, blah, blah, blah. If it's a single, yo, this is my new record. What you think about it? Tell me your thoughts on it. Also, at the same time, I built a relationship with a lot of DJs. So by me being a party promoter, I got a lot of leverage off of that. So when it was time for me to push a record, I just tapped in with all the DJs that I knew. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So you learned how to like hustle doing the party promotion type.
Basically the dynamics of it, you know, ins and outs of it. Because honestly, this shit is about networking.
Yeah.
Building with different people. You know what I'm saying? Showing your face. It's like running for president, shaking hands, kissing babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly, like, music is one thing, but it's not everything. You kind of got to realize and understand that for the most part, people not going to gravitate to your music if they really not fucking with you. Or if they
You
don't
as a person?
As a person, but they got to kind of find something that's relatable.
Mm-hmm.
That they can connect with.
That they can connect with. Then they tap into the music. A lot of people think it's music first. Nah, it's really like you know, your persona, whatever, how you carry yourself. That's why you like look at my projects, images, everything. A lot of people think I'm talking about like the way you dress and stuff like that, but it's that, but it's more so like how you carry yourself, because before you even open your mouth and say it's your first time being around somebody or you introducing yourself to somebody, before you even say anything, they judge you on basically how your introduction, you know what I mean? So
For sure.
Yeah. First impressions are
yeah,
everything.
so first impressions are everything, and it's just like how you carry yourself. For example, me coming here today, I told him to be here at 2:00. I got here 1:50. Wanted to make sure I was on time.
Yep.
Especially when you got the managers at your house 2 hours early.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You got to make sure, you know, first impressions, everything. I can't be strolling in here 10, 15 minutes late. Y'all going to look at me like, this guy can't.
Honestly, when it's 10, 15,
you know?
when it's 10, 15 minutes late, I'm happy. I'll leave
like
it at
on
that.
time for us. Don't
that's
type shit.
Yeah,
I understand that,
but
bad. But you know, in the real world too, they gonna look at me like, oh, he coming late. Like he don't respect his craft. He don't respect what.
You know what? I realized
the
music industry is the only industry where that shit flies.
Yeah.
I realized that.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. No other industry, like if you go to a business meeting, you got entrepreneurs in there, you 5 minutes late, they don't even want to fuck with you. That's what I've seen.
That 15 minutes early is on time. That doesn't exist in the music industry as much. But hey, we appreciate you, OD, for being here. That's I definitely appreciate it for sure.
Yeah.
Like even though I'm not judging somebody who's 15 minutes late at this point, just because I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
Somebody who's 15 minutes early,
but you shouldn't be used to it though.
Yeah, you shouldn't be used to it.
I think the worst one we had, someone came 2 hours and 45 minutes late.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't canceled?
Shit.
Nah, that's I'm not gonna lie, it's disrespectful.
It is.
Unless something's like dramatically happen, like
car crash or something.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Facts.
I would have like, nah, don't even.
Yeah,
I'm good.
It type is. You know, it takes us time to set everything up. It takes me time to come from the city too. So
a lot of
how
times we got back-to-back sessions too. And
it
is what it is.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, so we talked about a little bit about pushing a record. A lot of artists don't know how to push a record. So
you literally said that on a podcast.
Yeah.
Too. I quote. The average artist knows nothing about marketing and business.
They don't.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you do to push a record?
All right, so one thing with me is that I'm very anal.
Okay.
Pause. I'm very anal, meaning like I move very strategically. Everything that I do has to be thought out and planned out. I always have to give myself time. You know what I mean? And I always think about everything. I just want everything to go right, go according to plan, be perfect, quote unquote,
Whatever perfect means, but yeah.
Yeah, but I just want everything to work with no issues, no problems.
Yeah, so how do you structure your plan? You'll you'll talk to your manager, you talk to some of your homies, you'll write in your notes, like whatever you come up with, like how, because you have great releases, bro.
Yeah, so what I would say is, I just record a bunch of records. When I feel like I got some shit, something that's got a lot of potential, but not just one record, at least 5 or 10 records that got a lot of potential. I'll sit down with a group of people and I'll get their opinions on the records. Which record you think could go out of all of y'all. It may be 5, 10. Can we get 5 people, 10 people to agree on one record? Whichever record that is, normally I tend to go with. I realized early that sometimes you got to go with what the streets want, not more so what you want, because you can always pick a record that you like. This might be my favorite record, whatever record I say I want to push. I might say this is my favorite record, but shit, nobody in the streets thinks so. You know what I mean?
That's major. So many artists are like, nah, fuck the outside noise. Whatever you want to put out, do that. But you saying the opposite.
I feel like as far as single wise, don't get it twisted. I still put out the music that I want, but when it's time to actually pick a single, quote unquote single, I mean, whatever that term is now, because that could mean so many different things. But I'm talking about like radio, different things like that. When I say single, like some shit I'm putting on radio or whatever, I'm putting money behind.
Yeah,
I like to get an opinion from multiple people to see what do they agree on, what do they like, and that's normally how I pick my records. And then once I do that, I put together a plan. Try to do a little. I like to hit the ground running. You know what I mean? Hit the clubs, tap in with the people, interviews,
Hell yeah,
things like that. Let my face be seen. They get into the record. And just pretty much let it grow from there.
Yeah. I mean, you've gotten on the radio a couple times. Records been on the radio. Yeah. So how, like, obviously that's a lot of artists' dream. And they feel like as soon as they get on the radio, they about to pop.
Hell
For you,
no.
yeah.
Hell no.
I know it's not like that, but it definitely, I'm sure, helped you so much, bro. So do you have any suggestions for getting on radio? Like, how did you get on radio?
Going out every night. I was running up on DJ Camilo, running up on Self, Drewski, even, we could talk Drewski because I had him up here on the show.
Facts. Shout out Drewski.
Shout out to Drewski. But the thing is, people don't understand, even with Drewski, think about a guy like Drewski, what he does, his position, working at one of the top radio stations, in the tri-state. And his job is to basically explore and put out unsigned artists. So can you imagine how many artists comes to him on a daily?
Yes.
It's insane.
I can't imagine, honestly.
It's insane. Every day, every minute, every hour, somebody coming to him like, yo, I got this new record, I got this, I got that. And to me, honestly, this is something that y'all gotta understand too, is it's about the music, but again, it's about the relationships. Like when I see Drewski, it's all love. I'm not running up to him, yo, I got this new record, da-da-da. Yo, Drewski, how you doing? What's up with you? I know you got your daughter, how's life? Like, how are you feeling? Like, are you good? Are you okay? Like, you know what I mean? It's not just like putting music down his throat. Like, it's like, bro, like we all humans. Everybody got something going on. So I feel like you got to understand that first. You know what I mean? Then, business, secondary.
So you think running down on someone just being like, yo, I got a record, that's not the way to do it?
I mean, what you have to do is, so that's the first part of it, but it's like, you kind of got to build a relationship. You have to build a relationship. That's important too, but you got to build a relationship too. Don't just make it just about the music. You know what I mean? It is, but you got to build a friendship,
Yeah, so all those times you've been on the radio, all those times you had your music playing at the clubs, that all came from relationship first?
All right, relationship. So
yeah,
even we could talk to party promotion. So I had booked on Walla, shout out to Walla, Drewski. So they know me for that. I built a rapport with them. Like, yo, what's up? Y'all good? How you doing? Whatever. It just became love. So that way, when it was time for me to push a record, the transition became a little bit more easier because I already have a relationship with them. You know what I mean? But as far as like the new DJs like Camilo and all them, I didn't really know them like that. So I really had to pop up on them. You know what I mean? Hey, you good? Like I see you DJing, like you need something, you need a drink, whatever. You know, I'm Cam. You might not know me, whatever. But you know, I'm grinding out here, hit my record, and just constantly just doing it. And then after a while, you're gonna build a relationship with them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we the best of buds, we best friends. But it's all love, you know?
Yeah. Where do you find DJs like the Drewskis, the Camilos, the Selfs?
Clubs, I'm outside.
Yeah. So do you see a lot of value in networking at clubs?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's debatable for some people. Some people feel like it's not worth their time to go to the club and make those relationships. Some people do. So
why you think?
Why do I think that is? Well, I think going to the club could take a lot out of you in terms of like your energy wise. If you're spending a lot of money, a lot of time going to the club, is it worth like that $2,000 you spent on a bottle at the club? If you put that into something else, I don't know. Some people, you know, say that. I don't know.
I ain't saying all that. Go in there, pay the fee to get in.
Yeah.
Go to the DJ booth. Yo, you need a drink. You need something. 2 drinks. Your drinks. Yo, you can play the record. You know, if they might be on some shit. Yo, you need a couple of dollars. Like. Play the record like it's business. You gotta show love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying you gotta go in there and I need 1,000 singles and go crazy. Show love. You know what I mean?
Be strategic with it.
You know, scratch their back, they scratch yours. That's how it's supposed to be.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Slide the DJ a couple dollars can really help you.
I'm not saying all DJs would take it, but I'm just saying like at the end of the day, and I'm not talking radio. I'm talking about club wise. If somebody's in the club, you in the club with a DJ and they playing your records. It don't hurt to give them a couple dollars. Like, they working. They out here trying to get money and provide for their family just like you are. What's wrong with that?
For sure.
It's a business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, you need something to drink, whatever, you good, like, whatever. They appreciate it. Like, we all trying to make an honest living out here.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
1,000,000%.
You know? There's no different from an artist. If an artist see me and, you know, they want to do a record with me, they gonna pay me for a feature. It's like, there's no difference. Like,
that makes sense.
It's business, makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to booking, because you've done so many shows at this point, and that's another thing a lot of artists struggle with. Like, how do I get myself on stage? Is there anything that you learned about getting yourself on stage? Like any strategies that you use, ways of going about it?
I feel like you gotta build your name up. So I feel like a lot of
build your brand.
Build your brand. So I feel like a lot of mistakes that artists could make is coming into this is like more focused on the money. So they come in, they be like, I want to get paid for this. I want to get paid to do that. Oh, I'm not going to this club unless I'm booked for a hosting. But it's like, if you're not in that level yet, honestly, you can't really think like that because you got to do anything and everything as possible to get your brand out there. So if that means pay to get in the club, like I was talking about, running up on the DJ for them to play the record, or if you see it's a showcase coming up, or you see your man's got a show coming up, and he's like, "Yo, can I get on that?" Like, even if you performing for free or whatever you got to do, whatever it takes, you have to be visible. You have to be seen. You have to be moving around. Then once you build your brand up, where you feel like it's at a point where it's like, all right, I can get paid to do certain things. That's cool, but you just can't jump out the gate and just be like, yo, I need 5 bands, I need this, I need that. You don't have no rapport, you don't have nothing moving, you don't have nothing going for yourself. You know what I mean? People gotta understand too, with this music, this shit is a lot of money that you have to invest. And you're really not gonna see the benefits until you actually get a record or actually build a legit fan base. You know what I mean? So until you do that, it's constantly money being spent.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're a fan of working for free?
I'm saying, in the beginning, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody got a show or whatever, I'm there. What's up? What's racking? We outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get 5-10 minutes. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You were on tour with Stunner for Vegas, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, last year I was.
Last year, right?
Shout out to Stunner. I just spoke to him yesterday.
Fire, bro. How did you wind up getting that opportunity?
My manager Raj had some connects with his manager. And made it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that something that like contributed a lot to your career? Would you say like pushed it a little bit?
I feel like it was a big thing last year for me because it was a great opportunity for myself. Be tapped in. So, we went from Bangor, Maine And we drove from Bangor, Maine, all the way to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And back.
That's why.
Yeah.
In a tour bus.
We had a little van, not no tour bus, but we had a little van. You know,
I respect it.
You know, little van. We had a little something.
Little humble van.
Yeah, little Escalade. You know, we was moving.
Sure. Word.
So what we did was, at the time, I knew I was dropping a record, NFNA, and we was going to radio. So I said, you know what we gonna do is, me and Raj was talking, my manager, shout out to him. We were saying, you know what, we gonna go on this tour with Stunner. What we gonna do is, we gonna do a little radio run around the actual tour. So as you look at my Instagram, anywhere we had a show, I tapped in with the radio stations, their interviews, and they was playing my record, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was very important because I feel like the radio stations is still important nowadays. And a lot of artists just don't do it. I don't know for what reason.
Maybe they don't think it's
accessible.
It's
dead.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. It's good promo too. I mean, just posting it, just getting an Instagram post out of it, and people like, oh shit, like my man's was on the radio. He's getting interviewed by these people. He's in Maine right now. Like you look like you mobile people take you more seriously like that.
And I feel like everything is content. The more you can add to it, it'll be visual. More content you could dish out, the more things that you got to showcase what you actually doing.
For sure.
Those radio stations, are they pay to play, or is it just like if it's mutual, then they'll bring people on?
Say that again. Like what you mean as far as mutual?
Like in terms of like right now, there's no like you just pulled up and we doing it. But like for these radios, do they charge artists to go on or?
Not really. It's based on your relationships.
Okay.
That's why I said relationships are important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just about who you got around you. Who's happening with, who on your team. I can make certain phone calls like, yo, listen, Rackboy Cam on tour with Stunner for Vegas. What can we do?
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. On the Instagram video, your manager said, if you ain't driving 3,000 miles to be on stage, to be on camera for 15 minutes, then you ain't about no grind. How you feel about that?
Nah, that's facts right there. Because that statement just shows like we with the shits, man. Like we out here, like we working. It don't matter. Nothing's gonna hold us up. We're not gonna let nothing be in our way. You know what I mean? To accomplish our goals. You know, accomplish what we want to accomplish. Like we're not making no excuses. We out there. If there's a will, it's a way. We can get there. We gonna make it happen.
Where'd you learn that mindset? That fuck it, we all in mentality.
I think I kind of just always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I could say probably for my pops.
Yeah.
My pops probably, put that in me. You know what I mean?
That's major.
I'm a hustler, man.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm a hustler.
See, you've done a lot by yourself so far, as in being independent. Is there anything that you feel you're missing in your career right now, being independent, that you feel like a label could be like really plug you into?
I mean, honestly, for sure, like, shit, I don't got the keys to every door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't got access to every situation. So you always gonna need some type of support, some type of help. You know what I mean? And shit, money is another thing.
Yeah.
Capital is another thing. At a point you get tired of spending your own money. This shit ain't easy.
I can imagine.
This shit ain't cheap.
It definitely ain't cheap. So it's just like,
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully this year, man, we got some things in the works, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to, speak on it, but I got some things in the works.
Yeah. You said you've been in a couple label meetings, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So anything you learned from those label meetings? Or realized about the game?
I mean, I feel like it ain't nothing different from the norm. Like, like I say, because I got artists myself, on my label, and it's like, I have conversations with them all the time. It's like, help me help you. I can't do nothing if you don't bring nothing to the table. So I feel like when it comes down to a label, they just more so want to see if, are you making money on your own? Are you making money already? And if I do give you a spot on the roster, besides me having to set everything up, do you know what to do on your own? That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, independently, I went on tour. I have radios. I've been on the radio. Been on tour. I've done this. I've done that. It's like, okay, you doing that independently? How the hell did you learn, or how did you even build the connects to do that? Oh, you're in the right direction. So let me just help you, assist you with X, Y, Z. Who knows where you're gonna be in the next couple months?
Do they care about the music at all, or is it just
hell yeah? Music is always, but
okay.
but as you got an artist that's like got the music, got the talent, got the image, you know, handsome like myself, you know, got the swag,
humbly.
On top of that, humbly, respectfully, on top of that, you actually know how to market yourself. You have a sense of idea like what to do. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer.
Hell yeah.
You smart with your money. You're not gonna blow your whole bag on something like they give you the whole advance.
Whatever, 100,000, that's just 50,000. You just not gonna go to the jewelry store and blow that. Like, nah.
Yeah.
You're gonna put that into your record.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, so you're very business savvy.
Yeah.
It's very evident.
Yeah.
But like music is a passion-based industry too at the end of the day. So do most of your decisions come based off of passion and what you feel, or is it just strictly numbers A, B, C, D?
Damn, that's a good question. Of course it's passion first, because I love doing this. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. Like I said, this is a big investment. I've been doing this for a few years now, and it's just like the average would have quit already. Spending all this money you spending, and you know, might not be reaching your goals where you thought you should have been at. And it's like, damn, should I keep going? Should I try something else? So I think that alone speaks for the passion. Because it's like, I would have been this, and I was like, man, I'm giving up. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that shows the passion alone. And then on top of that, it's always business too. You know what I mean? So I say 50-50, 60-40.
It's probably how it should be.
50-40 passion, 60-40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because they go hand in hand. It's like, this is what I love to do, but also at the same time, I'm competitive and I want the best for what I love to do. So it's like, I got to make sure I'm making the right moves, the right business moves to catapult what I love to do. So it's like, they go hand in hand, you know?
Yeah. Building off of that a little bit, you drop a lot of music, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think
19
about
singles in 2022, I counted.
Yeah?
Damn, I didn't even.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know what I mean? It ain't really dawned on me. I know I dropped, and another reason why I did drop a lot of singles too, because I wanted to drop a project. Certain reasons I didn't. You know, upper management, you know, it's like, nah, don't drop no projects. Do singles after singles. So honestly speaking, all them singles I dropped was really my project. I just broke it down. You know what I mean? Spread it out.
That's smart. That's what Russ
spread
did.
it out. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's smart, but I'm a project guy. I feel like everybody, this is just my opinion. I feel like everybody, they might tap in with every single that you drop, but I feel like people's attention span is so like, this is not what it is. Like the time we in now, that's not just what it is. So I feel like even if they was to skip a couple records, if you put everything on a project, I feel like they'd take the time out to just check out everything or at least skim through it and see what they like versus every Friday trying to see what new record you put out. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It might be different depending on the person.
Yeah.
But I feel like if singles is a plus, and I feel like the project too. But like I said, upper management was like, listen, Cam, you need to slow down. I know you want to put out these projects and stuff, but now we're not gonna do that. We're gonna wait a while. Yeah. So you know, I gotta fall in line. You know, everybody got to fall in line to somebody.
Yeah, you
so
listen to your team.
I listen to my team. You know, I'm not gonna say fuck you. I know what I'm talking about. I'm doing this.
Is there ever a time you should say fuck you? I know what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna say fuck you. So I'm not gonna say I don't want people to think, people watching this, I don't talk like that to my team. I'm very respectful. So I'm never gonna say fuck you.
Only to his haters.
You know. So it would be more so like, listen, hey buddy, listen guys. I don't agree with what you want me to do, and this is the reasons why. I have valid points. Because one thing I can say, I hate when people try to dictate what they want me to do and tell me what I should be doing, and they don't have no reasons why. I hate that. That's like one of my pet peeves. Like, don't tell me, hey, Cam, I think you should be doing this. Do this. Okay, I'm gonna ask you why. What's the proof? Why?
Because you should.
No, that don't fly. Why? Because I can say the same shit for me. I'm more so like, Cam, you do this. I can't promise you this, but I'm sure the connections I have and the studies with other artists I did and the other shit that I've seen, if you was to listen to me, you do this within the 6 months, you can be here. You're gonna elevate here. then it's like, okay, I'm gonna take it into consideration.
For sure.
But don't come to me like, now I'm telling you, I seen Young and May do this. I seen A Boogie do this. I'm telling you, you gotta do this. You gotta make a song like this. Okay, we different artists. Just because it worked for them don't mean it's gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Do you have facts it's gonna work?
I think the one worse than that is when you have an idea and someone's just like, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. Why? That ain't gonna work.
Now I'm gonna jump into something else now. Side note. So remember how we was talking about the process of the music?
Yeah.
Okay, early on when I used to make records, I used to go to people and be like, yo, what you think about this record? Nah, that shit corny. Or nah, I don't like this. Or nah, you gotta make it sound like this. But it got to a point, it's like, why am I listening to you? You're not even a fan of music like that. You're not up on it like that. You ain't up on it every Friday trying to see. You ain't tapping in with the new artists, and artists is not a word. You're not tapping in with the new artists. Like, so why should I take your opinion? That made me say, listen, from now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna take advice from people that really tapped in with the music and really follow this culture and really got some experience. Instead of asking one of my friends, Bobby, Joe, that I used to work with, yo, what you think about this? But you don't ever listen to music. You're not even tapped in like that. So why am I taking your advice?
For sure.
Shout out K-Works, who we do a lot of content with. One thing he said was, even if you don't have my best interest in mind, at least you know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, yeah.
And that's one thing I had to learn, because I'm gonna be real. This music game, man, like if you ain't strong, bro, this could play with your mind, man. Like I ain't saying no names, but I know a lot of artists that's not really confident in their work. And you have to be confident in your work. Mm-hmm. It's like if I put out a record, right? All right, so we about to put out a new record, right? Maybe about a month or two. So I sent the record out to a couple of DJs, going through the process, getting some feedback. And a lot of DJs were like, nah, this the one. I'm fucking with it. This shit hard. A couple of DJs said, nah, I don't know. You may have to rearrange the record. So 5 minutes later, I'm calling Raj. I'm like, Raj, yo, they say we should rearrange this record. Or whatever, what you think? Raj's like, fuck that. The record is good the way it is. I'm like, I feel you, but it's like, they kind of got some type of ties in the game you might want to take into consideration.
Yeah. So
it's like, But at the end of the day, though, as you test it out, and like I said, majority of the people was like, nah, this is a go. This a go.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like you're not surrounded by yes men, which I know that's a lot of artists' problem. I know a lot of my friends that they drop music, and every time they show somebody something, they say it's dope. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm around people that's gonna tell me what it is. They don't care. And truthfully, I respect that, because I don't want nobody hiding nothing from me. Yeah. Hey, be honest with me.
For sure.
That's how you build respect and loyalty.
That's a fact. Do you ever get defensive or feel hurt after a criticism?
I used to.
You used to?
Yeah, and I lost my train of thought. But I know a lot of artists who's like, they want to put out music, and then it's like they let everybody else dictate how their record should sound. Mm-hmm. Or stop or get involved with the process of them actually putting out the record. So they come with an idea. Now this person said my vocal's too high. Now this person said you should take over your ad-libs. Now this person said the record too long. You got to make it shorter. I don't know what to do. It's like, you can't be like that. Because honestly, everybody's going to have an opinion with what you're doing. But that don't mean that it's right. Mm-hmm. You kind of got to weigh pros and the cons of it, with what you got going on, what you know is going to work. Mm-hmm. And then you take it from there. You know what I mean? To put the record up. But you can't let everybody dictate your every move, your every decision on what you do. There's only certain people. You pick a select few people you could go to, and it's like, yo, these people got common sense. They know something. And at the end of the day, they got my best interest. And that's it. But you can't go to everybody on the street asking them. Like, it drive you crazy, man. Yeah. You know?
On your way up, have you had to rearrange your friend group a little bit?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Did that come naturally to you, or did that something you had to actively look for? Yo, I need some new friends. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that, but I just feel like the older you get, you know, I feel like you're gonna change, and once you change, I feel like you have to make certain changes. As you get older, you know, you change as a person, individual. and that with changes meaning you got to make changes. So I feel like, of course, that's a human thing, a natural thing. You know what I mean?
What is it about, you know, maybe your old circle that you realize like, nah, I gotta remove myself from that?
So what I mean is like, I'm not gonna say changing and just like deleting people out of my life, but it's just more so like you're on different paths right now. When I see you, what's up, it's all love. Shit ain't never changed, but it's like, yo, these people around me here is gonna help elevate. We all gonna help elevate each other. You all got the same focus, same mindset, getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you'll be surprised. A lot of people in this world, man, a lot of procrastinators and a lot of people that don't really, they just more so want everything to come to them instead of actually going out and get into it. You know what I mean? They just want to sit home and think everything's going, all the money, opportunities, and success is going to come to their door. It don't work like that. I'm more so, I'm out to get it. I'm not waiting on nobody.
For a fact.
You know?
That's real. That's real.
So,
yeah, like as this quote that I read earlier, the average artist knows nothing about marketing and business. First off, why do you even what made you say that, or what made you feel that way?
It's pretty apparent.
Yeah, but I feel like most artists for the most part, not all artists, I don't want nobody coming at me. For the most part, are artists that I ran into and dealt with or whatever. I feel like they feel like they talented. I'm just dope rapper and MC, and I'm the nicest where I'm at, and I could make these songs or whatever. And it's like, okay, that's it. But it's like people gotta understand. No, cause I'm gonna be for real. People gotta understand. There's two ways to look at this. First and foremost, being an artist is an investment. Right? That's number one. So it's either you're going to put up your own money for yourself or build a team that's going to invest in you to the point where you build your brand up, where somebody wants to come in and invest more money into you. And if it's done that way, you can do, quote unquote, a partnership. Have some creativity, some, a little bit of leverage when it's time to do what you got to do. And then there's some people that you don't have the money, you just have the talent. People are going to come to you and say, I got the bag. But with that, and when I say the bag, meaning like, I'm not talking labels, I'm talking about like little investors, people around you, your local street pharmacist or your banker or whatever, come to you and say, listen, I got this, but you got to understand, if you allow somebody else to put up money for you, without you even putting up any type of money, they pretty much you inviting somebody to come in to own your art, own your music.
Yes.
They own your shit. This is business. If I'm investing money into this person, I own your music. Mm-hmm. Regardless of, you took the time out and really created this from the heart. But it's like, I'm putting up the capital. Mm-hmm. So this is as much as mine as it is yours.
Yep.
Do you think that it's...
And people don't understand that. I'm not to cut you off, but I'm more so like, nah, I need some say. I need some power. Yeah. But what the fuck I'm creating? Like, you know what I mean? So in most cases, I like to match. If I'm not saying I never had an investor, but if it's time to have one, if it's time to sit down, I got to come with some type of leverage. Mm-hmm. Even if it is with a label, it's like, yo, listen, I've been doing this for XYZ. I know I'm doing this. I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Even the marketing, mindset is worth a lot because, like I said, artists don't know what they're doing. So it's either you're going to either build leverage and build your brand yourself financially and wait till somebody to come in and partner with you. And that way you still own, 50% of what you got going on, yep. Or however you structure the situation. Or you're going to just sit there, I'm just dope rapper and just wait for somebody to come and think somebody going to knock on the door and save the day. And 9 out of 10, that shit don't happen. If you do that, they owning your stuff. Mm-hmm. And they going to have the right to do what they want to do with your creative process. Your input is cool, but depending on the situation, you might not even have an input with your own music because people's putting up money for you. For sure. I never wanted to be in no situation like that.
Yeah. Do you think it's a bad idea for upcoming artists to take any money at all? Like if you have no leverage?
Like I'm saying, I'm not against that. I'm just saying for me, that was never the option.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't get it twisted. Like on the way up, I had a lot of people come to me, yo, I want to invest this, I want to do this. But I always thought about like, if I take this money from this person, and even with that, if it doesn't work out, I'm a realist. I'm not gonna say and be like, yeah, everything gonna happen, it's gonna work good. No, ups and downs. If this shit don't work out, what does that mean for me and my brand? You know what I mean? And I don't think people really think that far, but then again, like I said, it all depends on your situation, but I'm not knocking it. If you some 18-year-old kid out of high school, 19-year-old kid, and you ain't got nothing going for yourself, and somebody say, listen, I got 50 bands to help you, take it. You know what I mean? I just personally didn't have to do that.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I had my own capital, my own finances to do what I needed, to get done.
Yeah,
to do
because a lot of deals
what I
could be
needed to do.
For sure. A lot of deals could be structured where it's like, all right, you'll sign with a label, maybe you give up all your ownership rights. You sell them the masters to all your songs. They give you a big bag up front. Then after 2 albums or whatever your deal is, maybe it's a certain amount of singles, whatever it is. After that, you're a free agent. Then you can renegotiate your deal after you leverage their money. Yes.
Now we're gonna break that down too.
Yeah.
I feel like
That was hilarious.
I feel like people. No, I'm being real. I feel like people get that twisted. For one, just because you get a deal, don't mean they're gonna put you out.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Talk about
it depends on your situation.
Yeah. What do you mean by put you out though?
because you drop.
No, because you could be signed and be shelved.
You could still drop. And then
no, but what I mean
they
is
won't put marketing behind it though.
exactly.
So,
you know what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about get that love.
Yeah,
get that engine.
for sure.
Get that, get that push. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
So just to clear it up for those who's watching, you can sign.
Yeah.
All right. So
it doesn't mean you're signed forever though. It depends on your deal. You know what I mean? So you could use it as a jump off to jumpstart your career or whatever it is.
All I can say is like this. I'm gonna speak on my mindset.
Yeah.
When I get a deal, because it's gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna say if. When I get a deal, it's gonna be like a college ball player getting into the league, right? I'm gonna have to work harder. I'm gonna have to outshine niggas that's on this roster.
Yes.
I gotta put that work in. So just because I got a deal, I'm not gonna just leave it up to them to say, "Oh, okay, we gonna do this, we gonna do that." No, I'm outside. I have to show them I'm worth the investment.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not sitting around and just, all right, waiting for the label to call me do this. No, I'm outside. Like, what's up? Get this shit popping. I'm getting their attention. I'm in the label. Oh, you do radio?
You talking to the people there.
You do marketing? What's up? Rackboy's in the building. You need something? How can I help you? What's up? You need anything? You good? I have to now build relationships within the label now. Because these people don't know me from a can of paint. They don't know me. Oh, yeah, he's just some artist, some tax write-off now. He's some artist, whatever. Rackboy Cam, he's new. Who is he? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. We signed 30 people this year, whatever. What is special about you?
Beautifully said, bro. That's a big part of it that's not talked about that.
I couldn't agree more.
For sure.
So every situation is different. Now, if you got a big-ass record, a big single, and it's going crazy, like Glorilla, like that situation was different. Like she was popping.
Yeah.
So she's going in with the superior type of leverage was like, listen, I need this X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But somebody that's like, all right, do you just move and you popping, whatever the case may be, regardless outside of that, when you get into a new situation, you still got to build your brand. You still got to continue to do what you've been doing. You still got to make yourself be heard. You know what I mean? Seen and very visible. You still got to, network within that network. You know what I mean? To build yourself up. You just can't sit there and just be like, I'm signed now.
Yeah.
My life's changed forever. No, it's not. You got to put that work in.
Yeah.
Still, like, now it's just different now. Now you in a different league now. So now if I'm signed, now I'm in competition with whoever on my label. This motherfucker sold 50,000 the first week. I got to do 60. This is just me. I'm competitive. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the nature of it. Like, the sport of the culture. Like,
that's
you know
how you
what I mean?
maximize your relationship with them. So,
but this is business. Like, all right.
Yeah.
They pushing this artist. What's his numbers looking like? What he doing and why? Because I have to do at least what they're doing or go beyond what they're doing.
Facts.
To become successful, make myself more relevant in the actual building or whatever label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Do you see?
Never could get comfortable.
Never complacent. Never complacent. Are all artists like at that level? Are they all competitive?
I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else. I know I am. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to be, or you're gonna just get lost in the sauce. Every day is a new artist. Every day is a new song. Every day something new coming out of this shit. I just seen something yesterday where it was like, shit, 100,000 songs being uploaded a day on Spotify. Like, what the hell? That's like a needle in the haystack. Like, So it's just crazy, bro. Even with me, man, me and my manager go at it sometimes, and it's not in a bad way, it's a good way, because even with me, it's like I'm sitting here, talking what I'm talking. But even with me, I'm a very private person. So it's hard for me to really show people my personality. I'm more so open up when you really know me. Mm-hmm. But in the stage we at right now, the state we in right now is like, the situation is like, you have to really show your personality. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Then the music. So I have to really showcase who I am, And then, in my case, for a lot of people that don't know me, they probably, Cam, he probably mean, or he cocky, he conceited, or whatever the case may be. People just be judging, saying anything, or pictures and stuff like that without even knowing. It's like, nah, I'm super humble. I'm cool as fuck. Like, I'm a chill, I'm a chill type of dude, And, 9 out of 10, if I do got some static or some issues, it's probably over a female. You know what I mean? Just being real, respectfully. But other than that, like, I'm cool, bro. I'll just be chilling, man.
For sure. Fire. You want to hit the jar?
Yeah, so.
Right here.
Oh, you got it? Oh, say less. All right, so we got a jar of deep ass questions, all things related to life, the music industry, and everything in between.
Yes, sir. Just being the best version of your motherfucking self.
Facts.
I whipped out way
3
too
each
many.
or 2 each?
We can do 2 each.
I bet.
1, 2.
2 each. This was going.
I feel like y'all about to set me up.
Nah, bro, it's all good stuff.
I've asked this question in the last 2 interviews, but I like it, so I'll ask it again. All right, ready? Mm-hmm. Mr. Cam.
Yes.
What do you never want to do again in your career?
Ooh, shit. Damn. Nah, you know why? Because, like I said again, man, with this industry, man, there's a lot of trial and tribulations, man. You're gonna learn from your mistakes. I feel like the best thing I could say is never take advice or never sit in a room with people that don't have your best interests and don't actually believe in your vision. It's a waste of time. It's like talking to a wall. You can't really expect people to move for you and jump for you and really help build your brand if they don't share the same vision as you, or if they don't actually believe in you. So in the beginning, like you said, when you change, the people around you change. So in the process of me, building, I had to learn that, like, listen, just because they're your friend for this reason don't mean they have to be around you when it's time to handle business. And that's what I learned. So I think, even though I made a transition already, but honestly speaking, when it's time for music and business, have them people around you that really got your best interest. They could, you got your friends, not to say you cutting your friends off, but my friend I play ball with, or my friend I play video games with, just because they my friends for that or whatever, don't mean I need their input on when it's time to do what I got to do with the music.
Definitely.
So yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Major. I bet. So, if you were given a $200,000 budget,
the number keeps changing.
I think 500,000 is a lot. I'm gonna say 200,000. $200,000 budget for your career. You have to only spend it on your career. What would you do with it?
Yeah, one of my questions was like, what's the best bang for buck with marketing? So, similar like that.
Cause like certain shit you kind of should know, but certain things you can't talk about. So I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, I know how to answer the question, but I gotta kind of clean it up a little bit. So what I would say is, depends on the record, but what I will say is feature.
Paying for a feature.
Feature.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody that's on your list?
I fuck with it. Like right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Babyface Ray.
Okay.
That's my guy. But I never met him, but I like his demeanor, how he come off. He's real humble. I feel like me and him would click on some cool shit. Outside of the music. And I like Central C.
That's a good one.
He be spitting, boy.
He goes crazy.
Yeah, he be talking.
Yeah, he nice at it.
He be talking crazy.
Yeah, so feature?
Feature. And they come to marketing, it would be more so It's a lot of things you can break that up.
Yeah.
YouTube marketing and just basically hitting the road and putting together some type of promo run.
Yeah.
Just hit the road, tap in with the people, different DJs, different clubs, different stuff like that. To get the, bring more awareness to the record.
That's one thing I wanted to ask you more about too. Since you travel so much, I know you talked about you go on radios a lot, hit the clubs over there sometimes. But I was gonna ask you, like, how do you maximize your time while you're on the road? Like, how do you find the stations to tap into? I guess, like, how do you know what people to tap into? I guess
just comes with just having those important people in your camp that got experience.
Everything
good, what I mean?
I thought someone was here. I thought Kid pulled up.
Oh, okay.
So and I didn't know if the door was locked.
Oh, okay, no problem. But that comes with just, like I said, making sure you build your circle and your team with people that has experience, has relationships. You know what I mean? I can make a call and say, "Yo, we on the road, we in the building. What's up?" And I think that's very important. Like that's the number one thing is relationships and networking. You know what I mean? Because that's how you're gonna that's how you're gonna bring more awareness to your brand outside of like spending money and different things like that. It's like the networking and relationships. Because without that, you can have all the money in the world. Without the relationships and the networking, you might not be able to get in certain doors or get certain opportunities,
Yeah.
So I would say feature, YouTube, campaigning, and just putting together.
Studio? A lot of artists say studio when they ask that. Or do you feel comfortable with your recorded setup now?
So if you're gonna have a studio, I wouldn't pay to use somebody else's studio. I would build my own studio.
Yeah.
Get my own equipment, get my own stuff, and learn how to engineer and stuff like that. So the reason why I didn't bring up studio because I got my own studio. So yeah. So some type of promo marketing strategy to hit the road, to get yourself more visible, get a feature, bring more awareness. I feel like YouTube is number one when it comes to like platforms. Some type of YouTube marketing for those who don't know. They have YouTube ads where you can spend some money and you could target certain audiences and locations and get your music out there, tapped in with different locations and stuff like that to bring more awareness. That's important. And I would say the last thing would be spend money on content. So what I mean is spend money, get a cameraman to follow you, and just put together certain goals and certain plans and certain things to actually do to bring more awareness to whatever you got going on.
Do you have a cameraman that you work with that follows you on most, like,
So right now I have a few that I use. Right now I'm using Pete. Shout out to Pete. He down with Secret Society. I met him through Nemi. That's one of the directors I use to shoot my videos and stuff like that. So I feel like everything you do has to be broken down into content, and that's very important. So I feel like you have to really put money to the side for content. I don't give a fuck if you go into the corner store to get a bagel with cream cheese and a motherfucking vitamin water. You chop that shit up and somehow make that relatable to the music. You never know. It might be fucking 10,000 people out there that might be like, damn, Cam, eat a bagel with cream cheese every morning. Me too.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with him off the strength of that.
Shit like that, especially.
Let me tap into the music. And then I was gonna say TikTok too as well. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, ready? It's a fun one. If you could snap your fingers and master any skill, what would it be?
Damn. Any skill?
Yeah. Could be marketing genius, master engineer.
Has to be music related?
Nah, anything. It could be fucking learning every language.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Yo, the most answers are that or being able to fly. But
I was gonna say that, but obviously that's not realistic.
Yo, you could be an international artist so easily if you knew every language, bro.
Yo, look at Bad Bunny and I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Anuel, and getting a billion YouTube views and all this different shit. It's crazy, bro.
freaking Steely. You know Steely?
Yeah, yeah.
Where was he big in? What country was it? Some random country.
I believe Poland.
Maybe that was one of them. There was one of the Asian countries that fucked with him heavy. I don't remember, but if he could speak that language, bro, I think it was Taiwan.
Yeah,
he was like one of the biggest artists out there. So
wow. Congrats to him. Yeah, congrats to him.
People would hire him. Artists would hire him to write like English verses and shit out there. Yeah.
So if you know some shit like that,
shout out to him, yo.
Yeah, shout out Steely. That's my dog.
Shout out Steely.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Yo, let me pull another question because this one's kind of similar to the stuff you touched on.
All right.
Facts.
So your unrealistic answer would be learn every language.
That and just be some type of super genius. But it's like one of the two, and then I wish I could fly, but that's not realistically possible. You know what I mean? Like unless it's some type of I don't know, some type of natural herb or something we ain't find yet in Africa somewhere, where it's like I drink this and you get some powers. We don't know.
AI might figure it out.
Yeah, word.
I bet. Last question tonight, my bro. What do you wish more people understood about the life of an artist?
I feel like it's more of the norm where it's like you should know this, but people don't really like. It's like they know it, but it's like they more so like don't understand it. Like this shit is not easy at all, and it's like I even tell my artists this all the time. Like this shit is not easy, and you got to really put your all into it. Like with me, I sacrifice friendships, I sacrifice my relationships. You know, with girlfriend, you know, in the past, like you kind of got to be a little selfish because nothing should get in the way of your dreams. You shouldn't let nobody get in the way of your dreams. So you kind of got to be selfish to that. Not saying I'm a selfish person, but just mean like you might have to just shy away from everything else to focus on this one thing.
Decisions for yourself sometimes.
And once you accomplish your goals, then you could double back and help everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself, or if you're not helping yourself. You know what I mean? So,
it's major.
But at the end of the day, this shit is not easy, especially now. We're in the era where it's like there's new rappers coming every day, every minute,
literally,
and it's just like yo, you really gotta want this. You really gotta bust your ass, and you gotta substitute yourself from everybody else to the point where it's like whoever is paying attention to you has to feel like, nah, this person is special.
Yes.
It's a million artists in Jersey, but what's special? I like him because he's special to me. And it's like, that comes from grinding, really putting that work in. You know what I mean? But it's like, you can't just, it just goes back to like, you just can't sit at home on your couch all day. And it's like, just thinking like this opportunity is going to come to your door. Like, nah, you got to go out and get it. You know what I mean? Damn, what commercial was that?
I should.
Damn, what commercial was that? Side conversation. Used to be a commercial that used to come on. I think it was some school commercial. It was like, think you're gonna sit home all day, sit your ass on the couch, and just da-da-da-da-da. I don't know what made me think about that, but it was funny though. She used to come on. I used to watch BT. That used to come on like every 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's like, long story short, this shit not easy, man. It's like you really want this, you gotta go out and get it. It's a million other artists out there that's trying to do the same thing you doing. So you gotta separate yourself from them, you know?
What up, brody? So yeah, it's real though. That's real.
Yeah.
So
word.
Yo, last thing, that was fire final advice, but any final advice for artists watching this right now?
Okay, so any door you want to get into, and you feel like you got to go through a certain individual or a certain situation to reach that height of success or opportunity, and they give you a hard time, go around them. There's other people out there, there's other resources out there that can help you get to where you need to be. So just because one door closes in your face don't mean you can't find another door to get through. So don't never let that be a situation where you can't continue to follow your dreams. You know what I mean? So prime example was like, yo, I don't know what to use as an example, but it's like, hey, I'm trying to get a show in Tampa, and I'm tapping him with a promoter. He's giving me a hard time. Fuck him. Find another promoter. You know what I mean? But just tap in, network, and build relationships with people where it's like, so you can find other doors, other avenues to get to where you need to be.
Yeah, I love the way you said that, bro. Like, if they're not opening for you, just go around them.
Yeah. And not to say on some snake shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, bro, it's people that's you're gonna have roadblocks. A lot of things in life where it's like people gonna try to stop you from doing, there's a lot of hate out there. Like people gonna try to stop you from doing what you need to do. And you just can't let that, put you in a space where it's like, fuck with your motivation or whatever you got going on. You just got to find a way to stay lifted and stay motivated and do what you got to do.
For a fact.
Sir.
100%.
Yes, sir. That was great last closing notes, bro. Thank you so much.
I appreciate no problem. Appreciate y'all. You already, man.
Could you tell the people where to find you on social media?
Rackboy_Cam, RACKBOY_CAM, all platforms. I got a new single coming out. Mind on the Money. Make sure y'all tapping with that. Yes, I don't got no real release date right now, but just stay tuned. Tapping with me. It's dropping real soon. I want to say like February, March. You know what I'm saying? Real dope record.
Hell yeah.
Got some shows on the way, some tours on the way.
New merch? I was trying to cop one of those hats, bro.
Yeah. New merch on the way.
I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, man. Be working. Shout out to my man in the back, man. Speaking of merch, I don't know what he got on, but I like that, man. I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. Yo, Encore Pod. I know you learned some shit. I know you enjoyed it. I know you fucked with it. So please subscribe to the channel. Tap in with us. Tap in with Cam. This is just the start of what he has going on. And yeah.
And once again, thanks for having me on your platform. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know what I mean? And we're going to tap in real soon.
Yes,
Part 2, right?
Yes,
Part 2?
Yeah.
6 months. Let's run it back.
Let's make it happen, man. We definitely going to have something to talk about in 6 months.
Hell yeah.
So let's get to it, all right?
I'm with it.
Bro.
Y'all ready?
Appreciate you watching.